Good morning, students. K-Medoids method, K-Medoids algorithm. In partitioning methods, the second method is K-Medoids method, K-Medoids algorithm. It is nothing but generalization of K-means clustering. So in the last session already we have seen the K-means clustering. So how the implementation, how the processing we have seen. So this K-Medoids is nothing but just it is an extension and a generalization of this K-means clustering. It is a partitional clustering algorithm which is slightly modified from K-means algorithm. So we have seen already what is meant by K-means algorithm, how to process the algorithm. So it is just a slight modification of that. K-Medoids algorithm is more robust to noise than K-means algorithm. So it is more powerful. Robust means powerful to noise than K-means algorithm. Why? Because it is nothing but extension. Na? So K-Medoids is an extension to K-means algorithm means it rectifies the problems of the K-means algorithm. So that's why it is more powerful than K-means algorithm uh, to noise, to outliers. How we will see. A medoid can be defined as that object of a cluster whose average dissimilarity to all the object in the cluster is minimal. So a medoid can be defined as the object of a cluster. So just you see the figure. In the figure you can observe three clusters like that, red, green, blue. A medoid can be defined as that object of a cluster whose average dissimilarity to all the object in the cluster is minimum. If you have seen the dissimilarity of that particular element to remaining all other elements, the distance, you you see the distance is minimal. Okay, so dissimilarity to all the objects, for all the objects it is a similar distance. So it is it is simply it is a center, I can say. Okay, for K means and K medoid, this is the main difference. So in K means just you will take random points without any without any comparisons, without any predefined without is it center or not, what is the distance with others or like that, you will not see anything, just you will take random points. But here in K-medoids you will not do like that. Initially you will select the point, those points are medoids. Medoid can be defined as the object of a cluster. In that particular cluster, three clusters are there. Na? In that particular cluster, whose average dissimilarity to all the objects in the cluster is minimal. Average dissimilarity, if you say, if you have taken average dissimilarity is minimal, okay, of all the objects, if you have taken average dissimilarity is minimal. So that is the K-Medoids method. While taking medoid itself, you are seeing that it is mostly the center, nearer to center, like that. Example we will see. For given k equal to 2, cluster the following data set. So the 10 points are there. If you have seen 10 points are there, k is equal to 2. So then let us choose that 3, 4, 7, 4 are the medoids. You can see 3, 4, 7, 4. These points are medoids. These satisfy the medoid condition. Suppose considering the Manhattan distance metric as the distance measure. You medoid means you have to satisfy this property, na? So object of cluster whose average dissimilarity to all objects in the cluster is minimum. To satisfy this property, to choose the medoid, you have to see that average dissimilarity. How you find out the average dissimilarity? That is by distance. Na? That distance you can find out in this by using Manhattan distance. So Manhattan distance you have to find out. You can take that as a distance measure. So and those 3 comma 4 and 7 comma 4 are medoids. So now if we calculate the distance from each point, so for 7 comma 6 calculate distance from the medoid region, this point is nearer to 7 comma 4. So just what you have to do now, so just you have taken 2 points for k equal to 2, you selected 2 points as the medoids. So from each point you have to find out the distance for all other points. So if we calculate distance from each point, so 7 comma 6 calculate the distance from medoid region. This point is nearer to 7 comma 4. So from 7 comma 4, 3 comma 4, some 2 points you taken, 2 points, 2 medoids you have taken. In those two, which is nearer? Every point is nearer to which? That you have to see. That you have to calculate. That means simply, so for those 2 points, 7 comma 4, 3 comma 4, for those 2 points, you have to find out the distance from each other point. So for example 7 comma 4. So for remaining 8 points, 7 comma 4, 3 comma 4, 2 points are medoids. Na? So from 7 comma 4 to remaining other 8 points you have to find out the distance. For 3 comma 4 to other 8 points you have to find out the distance. So these two distances you have to compare. So and in these two distances, which is small distance, that particular point is nearer to that point. That means if 7 comma 4 to 7 comma 6 the distance you calculated, so this 7 comma 6 to 7 4 distance is small when compared with 7 comma 6 to 3 comma 4, then this 7 comma 6 comes under 7 comma 4 cluster. For 7 comma 4, with 7 comma 4 you are forming a cluster, and 3 comma 4 some other point you have taken, na? So that is 3 comma 4, yes, 3 comma 4. So that 3 comma 4 is one cluster, 7 comma 4 is one cluster. So this 7 comma 6 is nearer to 7 comma 4, that's why it comes under 7 comma 4 cluster. So like that you have to find out for all points you have to find out the distances, and 7 comma 4, 3 comma 4 for those 2 points which are having nearer distance, small distance, you have to take that as a cluster. You have to consider that as a cluster. So now after the clustering, the clusters formed are 3 comma 4, 2 comma 6, 3 comma 8, 4 comma 7. From 3 comma 4, these 3 are having lesser distance. So from 7 comma 4, 6 2, 6 4, 7 3, 8 5, 7 6. These points are having the less distance to 7 comma 4 compared with 3 comma 4. So then 7 comma 4 to these points are having less distance. These can be considered as one cluster. From 3 comma 4 to these 3 points are having the less distance. That's why this is considered as a one cluster. So two clusters we formed like this. Now calculating the cost, which is nothing but sum of the distance of each non-selected point from the selected points, which is medoid of the cluster it belongs to. So that is from 3 comma 4 to, we have already formed two clusters now. So then what you have to do, so you have to find out the total cost from 3 comma 4 to 2 comma 6 plus 3 comma 4 to 3 comma 8, 3 comma 4 to 4 comma 7 plus for the second cluster also 7 4 6 2, 7 4 6 4, 7 4 7 3, 7 4 8 5, 7 4 7 6. These all costs you have to add. So the weights cost you just represented here, you just added, the result is 20. Okay, the result is 20. So then next step what you have to do? Next step you have to do, so you have already chosen 7 comma 4 and 3 comma 4 as the two medoids. Now we have to take, instead of 7 comma 4 you have to take other point, any other point. Okay, so that is the non-center point, non-centroid point, any other point you can take. Just you have taken 7 comma 3 here. I have taken 7 comma 3, 3 comma 4, 7 comma 3. Just assume as a these two are the menoids. Repeat the same process. Now repeating the same task as earlier. As earlier, what you have to do from 3 comma 4 to all other points you have to find out the distance. From 7 comma 3, all other points you have to find out the distance. For each point you are finding out the distance from 3 comma 4 and 7 comma 3. From these 2 points, from which point to first point. For example, 7 comma 6. 7 6 to 3 4, 7 6 to 7 3. In these two distances, which is small, that you have to consider as a this 7 comma 6 belong to that cluster. Like this you have to go again in the same way. So then you find out 3 comma 4 is nearer to 2 6 3 8 4 7. 7 3 is nearer to 7 6 8 5 6 2 7 4 6 4. So these are two clusters. Then calculating the total cost, you have to find out the total cost. So how you can find out the total cost? 3426, cost of 3426, cost of 3438, cost of 3447. In the same way, plus cost of 7376, 7385, 7362, like that. So all distances you have to add. So finally you got 22. The total cost when 73 is the medoid, 73 is the medoid. If you have taken 73 is the medoid, na? So in second case, so 73 is the medoid. So then you got 22. So 22 is greater than 20. So that's why if you have when you have taken 73, so then you got 22. So that is greater than when you have taken 74. So which is small? 74 is small. 74 is small. Total cost 74 is small. So we have to find out the values points which are very near. That you have to find out. Na? Cluster means nothing but the points are nearer all together. So similar, that is here similarity is nothing but the nearer distance. That's why you have to take 7 4. So in 7 4 7 3 you have to take 7 4. Why? Because with 7 4 only you got total cost 20. With 7 3 you got 22. So whatever it may be, you can take any other example also. You have to just do the same process. So first you have to take the 2 centroids or 3 centroids you have to take. So and from those, based on the k value you are taking those points. From those you have to take their medoids. You have to define the medoids. The define the medoids is nothing but you are not at all taking the random values. You are taking in that particular cluster k is equal to 3. For example, in that particular cluster, that is mostly center for the remaining values. That is not lowest value or highest value. That is mean value, like that. So exactly we are not calculating, but that is the equally that is similar to all other points. Okay. So hence 7 4 should be chosen instead of 7 3. So since there is no change in the medoid set, the algorithm ends here. Okay. So hence the clusters obtained finally are 3 4 2 6 3 8 4 7 and 7 4 6 2 6 4 7 3 8 5 7 6. These two clusters formed by using k-medoids method. So for k-medoids method, for using for any example we have to follow the same process. So k-medoids is nothing but an extension of k-means algorithm. So here you can deal with outliers some more better than compared with the k-means algorithm. So this is about k-medoids method.